Pass to Zubac. Can't get it to drop. And some solid defense from Towns. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Harden can't hit. Outside Anunoby. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Defensive foul charged to Chris Dunn.
And that one falls for Towns. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency-type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Now here's Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Stolen by Harden. Fires the three. Drops in the three.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
And the basket by Towns.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Leonard outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. New York leading by 4. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Shot clock at 5. And Anunoby gets it to go.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Towns. Brunson up top. Still no points. To the wing on the left. Hart from long range. New York again can't hit. Clippers trail by 4. Simmons with it. Towns covering. Simmons with the bucket.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game. This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Here's Anunoby. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. The ball's knocked loose. It's hard on the wing. Towns, left side. Puts up a 3. Coffey grabs a board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Batum gets the bucket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
It's a tie game in New York. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
16.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Robinson. Simmons brings a double team. Now Payne. Now Robinson. Simmons defending. 5 on the clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Simmons.
He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
The Clippers in the lead. To the paint. Here's Batum. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Brunson outside. That one's down for Brunson. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
Nah, in practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's stolen by Hart. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
And here's Mills.
To lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Go crazy, my guy. Let's have at it. Congratulations. Enough money out here for all of us, man. Hello. Congratulations. Droopy on the beat.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It's the Portland Trail Blazers and the Denver Nuggets.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Now here's Stoudemire to the inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Pippen. And he drops it in from the low post.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Stoudemire. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Stoudemire, a talented passer, excellent at finding ways to get his guys going.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Sabonis, high post. Outside for Pippen. Left side, Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. It's Schrempf on the wing. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Basket counts. Gordon's got 5 now.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And a wide open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Stolen by Gordon. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. They get it back. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Right side, Pippen. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Pippen's got his second bucket.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
He
just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Pippen. Sabonis with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. 5 on the clock. For 3, Pippen. Porter pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Sabonis. 6 points for him. Smith, left side. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Now Pippen, following the 3-point attempt by Jokic. Pippen down low. Moves back up. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Schrempf. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Murray. With 4 seconds on the clock. 2 on the clock.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll be back in just
17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Stoudemire drawing the double team. It's Schrempf on the wing. Back to Sabonis. The 3. Detlef Schrempf, and that's good. Schrempf's got 6.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
Fires for 3. And that one's good. Strother.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Down low. And stolen by Jordan. To the middle. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Schrempf. Trailblazers trailed by 6. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The kick out to Westbrook. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. That one good for 2. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Schrempf. Now Smith. Portland moving the ball around. Outside for Pippen. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Westbrook. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Stoudemire. Oh, good with the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Pippen on the wing. He has 6.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Here's Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pippen's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Stoudemire, right side. Smith on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Smith's one of those physical guys in that position, never bashful when it comes to trying to draw contact.
So both teams changing it up here. So he gets them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
To the paint, 8 feet away. Here's Jordan. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. Out to Smith. It's stolen. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Inside, Jordan. Here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. And it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Wells in the corner. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. That one's in, his first shot this game. Now Murray. Here's the floater. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game. And Jokic drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Anthony. Denver grabs the miss. There's Porter with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
You have got to guard Porter as soon as he crosses half court. His range is limitless.
Here's Anthony. Sinks that one from the post. The Nuggets leading by 13. Tries the spin move. Murray. Good.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
And here's Anthony from the arc. It's held in by Jokic. to the middle. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Pippen. Nice D from Porter. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And how about the urgency there on Gordon's drive? Pushing past the defense for that one.
Master Shrimp pulls it up. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 8. On the wing, Porter. The 17-footer. The shot, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And here's Denver. They're on a 12-4 run. Murray way outside. The quick look, no good that time. Trailblazers trailed by 18. Out to Stoudemire. Master Shrimp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Shrimp's got 10 points in the game. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
The leaner. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Denver leading by 18.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
Murray looking around. Jokic a screen. Murray, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 18.
2 minutes.
Stoudemire outside. Shoots. Denver grabs the miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Smith. Got a hand on it. And here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. Top of the key. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up. for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Jordan doesn't look to score often, but when he does, he goes up strong and attracts the defense.
And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers trailed by 21. Anthony looking it over. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Pass to Strother. Wells with the steal. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And powering it down. O'Neal calls for the alley-oop pass and doesn't let anyone get in his way.
Here's Strother. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Watson. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. The second effort. And Jordan sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Denver on top, up by 15. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Trailblazers trailed by 15. Wells with it. Grant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, the Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Brown. Covered by Smith. Murray down low. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 17. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And now the Nuggets, fast break, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch, and you can tell he's having fun as well.
Timeout, Blazers. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Stoudemire outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Murray outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they recover it. Timeout, Blazers. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Schrempf. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Jokic. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Here's Pippen. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. Denver leading by 19 points. Porter inside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Smith's shot is good. From the inbound, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Stoudemire with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. The offensive rebound. Smith fires from way outside. For three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And here are the Nuggets now. Porter. Jokic on top. Back to Porter. Launches a three. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jordan. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Strawther. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Trailblazers trailed by 21. Pippen with a wide open look. Trains it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Strawther. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so here's Portland. They trail by 18. Here's Stoudemire. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Down low. Here's Stoudemire. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Strawther. It's stolen by Smith. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one, even early on in the